Want stronger, firmer, and more powerful glutes? You don't need complicated equipment or endless hours in the gym. The right exercises performed with proper form and consistency can make a major difference. In this video, we'll reveal 5 highly effective glute exercises designed to build strength, stability, and better lower body performance. Number 1. Barbell hip thrust. If your goal is to build stronger glutes, the barbell hip thrust deserves a place at the top of your workout routine. This exercise directly targets the glute muscles while allowing you to progressively increase resistance as your strength improves. To perform a hip thrust, sit on the floor with your upper back supported against a sturdy bench. Place a padded barbell across your hips and position your feet approximately shoulder-width apart. Bend your knees and keep your feet firmly planted on the floor. Drive through your heels and squeeze your glutes as you lift your hips toward the ceiling. At the top of the movement, your shoulders, hips, and knees should form a relatively straight line. Pause briefly and contract your glutes before slowly lowering your hips back toward the starting position. Avoid hyperextending your lower back at the top. The movement should come primarily from your hips and glutes, not from arching your spine. Start with a manageable weight and focus on controlled repetitions. As your technique becomes stronger, gradually increase the resistance. For most people, 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions can work well for building strength and muscle. Rest between sets and maintain consistent form throughout every repetition. The hip thrust is especially valuable because it challenges the glutes through powerful hip extension, making it an excellent foundational exercise for anyone looking to develop stronger and more functional glutes. Number 2. Bulgarian split squat. The Bulgarian split squat is one of the most challenging lower body exercises for developing stronger glutes while also improving balance and single leg stability. To begin, stand a short distance in front of a bench. Place one foot behind you on the bench while keeping the other foot firmly planted on the floor. Your front foot should be far enough forward that your knee can bend comfortably without your heel lifting from the ground. Slowly lower your body by bending your front knee and hip. Keep your chest lifted and your core engaged throughout the movement. Descend under control until your front thigh approaches a comfortable position, then push through your front heel to return to the starting position. Focus on driving upward with the glute of your working leg rather than relying on momentum. Because this is a unilateral exercise, each leg must work independently. That can help address strength differences between your left and right sides while also challenging your balance and coordination. Beginners can perform the exercise using only their body weight. As you become more comfortable, you can hold dumbbells at your sides to increase resistance. Try 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions per leg. Take your time and prioritize stability over speed. One common mistake is allowing the front knee to collapse inward. Keep the knee tracking generally in line with your foot and maintain control throughout the entire movement. The Bulgarian split squat can be an excellent addition to a glute-focused workout because it combines strength, stability, coordination, and unilateral lower body development in one demanding exercise. Number 3. Romanian deadlift. The Romanian deadlift is a powerful exercise for strengthening the glutes and hamstrings while teaching your body proper hip hinge mechanics. Start by standing with your feet about hip-width apart while holding a barbell or a pair of dumbbells in front of your thighs. Keep your chest open, shoulders pulled gently back, and core engaged. Instead of squatting down, push your hips backward while maintaining a slight bend in your knees. Lower the weight along the front of your legs while keeping it close to your body. Continue lowering until you feel a strong stretch through your hamstrings and glutes. You do not need to reach the floor. Your range of motion should depend on your flexibility while maintaining a neutral spine. From the bottom position, push your hips forward and squeeze your glutes to return to standing. Think about moving your hips rather than simply lifting the weight with your arms. Controlled movement is extremely important. Avoid rounding your lower back or dropping the weight too quickly. For beginners, starting with light dumbbells can make it easier to learn the movement. Once your technique improves, gradually increase resistance. A good starting point is 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. The Romanian deadlift is particularly useful because it strengthens the posterior chain, the muscles along the back of your body, including the glutes and hamstrings. When performed consistently with proper technique, this exercise can help improve hip strength, lower body power, and overall movement quality. It also pairs extremely well with exercises such as hip thrusts and split squats. Number 4. Glute Focus Step Up. The step up is a simple but highly effective exercise for strengthening the glutes and improving lower body stability. It requires minimal equipment and can easily be modified for different fitness levels. Begin by standing in front of a stable platform or bench that is appropriate for your ability level. Place one foot completely on the platform. Make sure your entire foot is supported before starting the movement. Drive through the heel of the elevated foot and push your body upward until you are standing tall on the platform. Focus on using the glute of your working leg instead of pushing aggressively from the leg that remains on the floor. Once you reach the top, briefly squeeze your glute before carefully lowering yourself back down. Perform all repetitions on one side before switching, or alternate legs depending on your training program. If bodyweight step-ups become too easy, hold a pair of dumbbells at your sides to increase resistance. However, never increase the height or weight at the expense of proper control. Aim for approximately 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions per leg. One common mistake is using excessive momentum or jumping off the floor to reach the platform. Instead, make the working leg do the majority of the work. Step-ups are particularly valuable because they train the glutes while also challenging balance, coordination, and single-leg strength. They can be especially useful for people who want stronger legs and glutes that perform well during everyday activities such as climbing stairs, walking uphill, or standing from lower positions. Keep every repetition controlled, stable, and deliberate for the best results. Number 5. Glute Bridge. The glute bridge is a simple, accessible exercise that can effectively strengthen the glutes and improve hip extension. It is an excellent choice for beginners and can also serve as a warm-up or finishing exercise during a more advanced workout. Start by lying on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Position your feet approximately hip-width apart and place your arms comfortably beside your body. Brace your core and press your feet into the floor. Slowly lift your hips upward by squeezing your glutes. Continue until your hips are elevated and your body forms a relatively straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Pause briefly at the top and create a strong glute contraction, then lower your hips slowly and under control. Avoid pushing your hips excessively high by arching your lower back. The goal is to engage your glutes, not to force a larger range of motion. Start with 2 to 3 sets of 12 to 20 repetitions. Once bodyweight repetitions become easy, you can place a resistance band around your thighs or add an appropriate weight across your hips. The glute bridge is particularly useful because it allows you to practice strong hip extension without requiring complicated equipment or advanced technique. For even better results, focus on slow repetitions and a deliberate squeeze at the top rather than rushing through the movement. When combined with progressive resistance training, adequate recovery, and consistent nutrition, the glute bridge can help support stronger glutes and better lower body function. Remember, building stronger glutes is not about performing hundreds of repetitions every day. Quality movement, gradual progression, consistency, and proper recovery are what make your training more effective.